So all Russ's fault or nah? Nah, I'm gonna say nah. He wasn't playing last night. I saw him on the bench, encouraging his teammates. I knew they were gonna win. I knew they weren't. Even when they, cut Denver's lead down, did it a couple of
Oh, he
times.
looked old there. He looks real. He looks like
Yeah,
that was CGI age LeBron there.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he had, Westbrook wearing his own gear, promoting the company. I got you. I love it. Being a good teammate. But he didn't play, and the Lakers still were
You know
bricking
what? You know
threes.
what?
So,
You
so
know
what
what
would
he
you
was
do?
saying? You know what he was saying before I tell you what he's gonna do, what the Lakers should do. You know what Russ was saying. I'm gonna take you back to a great movie in black cinema, The Five Heartbeats. Remember they kicked Eddie King Jr. Not Kang, folks. Eddie King.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
just sounded
right.
like Kang because he had a
Tang.
twang in his
The
accent,
twang.
but it was Eddie
Got it.
King Jr. Remember they kicked Eddie out the group and Flash was the new guy and he runs up on Flash after a concert. They all getting into the limo and he looks at Flash and says, "How's it feel to be me?" That's what Russ was feeling last night. While everybody was breaking threes and
Yeah,
everything else, how's
right.
it feel to be me? For everything to be your fault. For everything to be on you. That's why Russ was clapping it up. And on the inside, he was really laughing it up. Trust me.
Yeah.
I tell you what, in that first
See
half,
you, yeah.
he was probably saying to himself, man, this ain't looking good. Then that second half, he was like, yeah.
Did you? Hey, I'm telling you. Did you see that stat? There was a stat they showed early in the game, and it was such a depressing stat. I have not kept up with the very latest from it. This is early second quarter, and we got a running total. Over the first 3 games, the Lakers shooting 21% from three-point range. Like 21% from three-point range. I mean, you can take, we were talking about old school basketball earlier. You can take all the centers from the 1980s and early 1990s who never shot the 3 ball and then have them out there and say, take threes. I know y'all used to posting up, but no. This is different now. Take threes. And they'd make more than 21% from distance? Are you serious? Like, you can't make that up. That's a fireable offense for Rob Pelinka. Shame on you. Even over a 3-game span, shame on you to put a team together like that can't shoot. A basketball team that can't shoot. And they were open. A lot of them were open threes.
Absolutely.
Michael Malone is like, what are we doing? Don't you dare charge at them. Don't try
Open for a
don't
reason.
contest.
Hey,
Coach,
open for a reason.
Coach, did you say don't contest? Don't contest? You did? Oh, right. Don't contest them on threes because they can't shoot.
Here's what Rob Pelinka thought. Right? I can tell you his thinking, but he rolled snake eyes, right? Here's what he was thinking. He was thinking, I have LeBron and I have Anthony Davis. That's going to be enough, even if we take on water, right? That's going to be enough to keep us afloat until I figure out the best deal for Russell Westbrook. In the meantime, where I can get a shooter and maybe another rim protector. And even if we're hovering around 500 around the time, 20, 25 games in, we'll still be okay. And then we can take off once I get these ancillary pieces. The problem is, I don't know if you've noticed this either, Michael Holley. Anthony Davis is not that dude. Can we be honest about this and say that Anthony Davis, as talented as he is a talented and a gifted basketball player, but he is not that guy. Like, I thought that he was the combination of Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett having a baby, right? When he, the length, the touch around the rim, the athleticism, the defensive prowess, I thought he was going to be a generational player. This goes beyond him not making the 75. This goes to the fact that, tell me what he does at an elite level that separates him from other people with his profile. Currently.
Well,
what does he do better than
Vincent.
Nikola Jokic? What does he do better than Joel Embiid? What does he do better than his contemporaries?
Vincent Goodwill. Now, I don't know the answer to this question. I'm about to pose this. I'm about to throw this out here. Then I'm going to tell you. Then I want to talk to you about another dysfunctional franchise. But I'm going to throw this out here.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what you wrote about Anthony Davis in 2020 when they won their bubble championship in the fall. But I'm guessing it wasn't as disrespectful as what you just said right now about him. I bet you strung together some really nice, eloquent phrases about Anthony Davis. You probably found some things that you felt he was elite at the time. And now that they've had 2 years of struggling, getting bounced in the first round of the playoffs the year after the championship, and then the next year not even making the playoffs, now you're going to come back and say he's not that dude. But were you saying that in 2020 when they won their championship and he was a huge part of it? First team All-NBA player, champion in 2020. I'm going to, because we got Google.
Treat me as a hostile witness. That's fine. That's fine. There were women who I thought that I would, drink their bathwater until I found out that they were crazy. As the facts change, so does my opinion.
I want names.
Oh,
no, I want names and dates.
Can't give you names because they might listen and wind up in my DMs talking all types of crazy for what I might say on television. So no, I said a lot of flattery things about Anthony Davis. A, because he wasn't the worst jump shooting player outside of 15 feet in the NBA. And he was a devastating inside presence on both sides of the floor. Now he's neither. And he can't control his body. Like, Tim Duncan was a big dude his whole life. Kevin Garnett was a big dude his whole life. Anthony Davis was a 5'11" guard who turned into a big man, and we expect him to do big man things all the time. That's usually not the case. You know what I mean? He grew into this rather quickly, and his body is paying the price for that on the back end of his career. And he's now on the back end of his career. We keep waiting on him to take a leap to become that guy, but he's been better versions of Anthony Davis than what we're seeing and what we're going to see. We're not going to see that guy. So you can say, you said all types of flowery poetry stuff. Absolutely, I did. But unlike some of my other, compadres in this game, I can tell you, you know what? Maybe I wasn't so right. Okay? Maybe all the things that I thought about Anthony Davis 2 years ago or 3 years ago, or whatever it was, maybe that's just not the case to be held up anymore. As the facts change, so does my opinion.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.